Hey guys, welcome to Learning Plan 3. We're going to go ahead and just jump in and get started on what we're going to cover in this learning plan. So you're going to evaluate various leadership theories. This learning plan will address the following learning objectives to help you master the competency. You're going to differentiate among leadership theories, compare and contrast leadership traits and styles, illustrate the leader's role in promoting and maintaining organizational teams. You're going to identify the different factors involved in organizational communication. You're going to evaluate the impact of technology on organizational communication and describe the relationship between diversity and communication. And this, again, guys, is all in your classroom. So you're also going to compare and contrast leadership traits and styles and describe the role of leaders in the 21st century. Again, this is on your classroom. So what we need to do for this learning plan is you're going to need to read chapters 15, 17, and 18 in management. You're going to read the section on research, under the research and documentation, and 5 steps to successful writing in the Business Writer's Handbook. So you also want to think about knowing who your audience is and what they need or want from you is critical to successful business communications. Click that link for the audience analysis overview, and it'll help you. Also, guys, remember to see the participation policy in the discussion board section on expectations. Next slide. Well, we can try. Okay, so activities and assignments for this. You're viewing the LP3 seminar right now, so your assessment for this seminar is to complete the What Are Your Leadership Beliefs assessment on page 321. Score the results and then reflect upon how this might impact your preferred organizational type. You're going to participate in discussion 3.1, virtual teams. You're going to participate in discussion 3.2, task versus people orientation. You're going to complete the LP3 quiz and then complete the assignment, which is leadership. So under the first discussion, group or team projects are always some of the most dreaded assignments in graduate school. However, accrediting agencies expect that they be integrated into business curricula to prepare students to work in a professional environment, which I absolutely agree with. So what you're going to do is discuss the benefits and challenges of a team group projects either in school or on the job. How might the dilemmas of teamwork be intensified on a virtual team? What dilemmas do you feel when you are faced with team assignments? Using the NAU library, research strategies that might improve teamwork in the classroom. You're going to cite your sources using APA. Your answer should be a minimum of 250 words. And guys, remember, in discussions, when you make a comment or you write a sentence that is not your original idea, you have to cite the source in the body of the paper. That is a must. You can't just write a paper and throw the references down on the bottom. You've got to make sure that you reference if it's not your original idea or thought. And I know a lot of you are having trouble with similarity, and let me just take a minute to talk about similarity. So the similarity is the percent of your paper that is similar to something else. So what I did, I would use the thesaurus to help me paraphrase and reword particular comments and sentences, or you just add to your paper. You can also add stuff that's your own words that doesn't make that similarity score so high. So you've got 2 options there. Paraphrase, and just write more. I mean, that should help you. So I know a lot of you are getting hung up on that, but I cannot grade a paper that's above 20%, guys, because you're going to be required to do that through your whole entire graduate work. So anyway, you're also going to do discussion 3.2. So you're going to complete the task versus people orientations exercise on page 511. You're going to evaluate the results and reflect upon how this impacts your leadership style. When you read about the various leadership styles, think about which theory fits your current style. Would you like to change your style? How might you do this? This answer, too, should be a minimum of 250 words. And don't forget the LP3 quiz, because we're just going to go ahead and skip over to the leadership assignment. So you're going to complete the leadership assignment. So you want to research and describe 5 leadership theories. And you can see on your classroom where you can check out changingminds.org for a list of leadership theories. This website is not an academic source, so it cannot be used in this paper, but it can help you find ideas. Do not use a category of theories like behavioral theories. For each theory, identify and explain which traits are exemplified. Provide a scenario that shows each theory in use. Select one leadership theory that you believe will be most effective in an organization of your choice. This can be a company, a government agency, nonprofit, etc. Why would you use this theory to best fit for this organization and how would it promote communication. Use at least 6 scholarly or professional sources. Remember, guys, don't use Wikipedia, Investopedia, things like that. They're not scholarly or professional sources. So you want to write in an academic voice, and all that means is just write like you're in graduate school. Use your critical thinking skills, and your final submission should be between 8 and 1,200 words. If you do not meet this word requirement, you will fall short on all these topics, so make sure you follow the grading rubric. So, and of course, you'll drop it in the Dropbox under leadership, and that's worth 75 points. So, I provided a few leadership traits that I had gotten from Forbes. Honesty. Delegate. Delegating is really important. A lot of people don't think so, but you got to learn to delegate tasks, because as a leader, you can't possibly do everything on your own. Communication. We all know communication is critical in any organization and any kind of leadership. So here's 3 good ones. Confidence. Part of your job as a leader is to put out fires and maintain team morale. Commitment. You got to be committed to hard work and produce quality content. You're going to need to lead by example. Positive attitude is one. You want to keep your team motivated towards the continued success of the company and reaching their goals. Creativity. Some decisions that you guys will make will not always be so clear cut. You may be forced at times to deviate from your set course and make a decision on the fly. So intuition is also a good one. When leading a team through uncharted waters, there's no roadmap on what to do. Everything is kind of uncertain and high risk. You also want to inspire. It's your job to keep your team's spirits up and motivate them and show appreciation for their hard work. Approach is also important for your effectiveness as a leader. You must have the ability to customize your approach on a person-by-person basis based on the situation at hand. And again, guys, I retrieved this from Forbes.com, and most articles in Forbes are peer-reviewed, so you can use those. So I wanted to include a few leadership theories. So you've got the trait theory. This theory postulates that people are either born or not born with qualities that predispose them to success in leadership roles. They inherit certain qualities such as personality and what underlie effective leadership. So then you've got skills theory. This theory states that learned knowledge and acquired skills and ability are significant factors in the practice of effective leadership. Situational theory is one we see a lot. This theory suggests that different situations require different styles of leadership, and to be effective in leadership requires the ability to adapt or adjust one style. I kind of like that theory, probably the best of most. And then you've got contingencies theory, which basically states that a leader's effectiveness is contingent on how well the leader's style matches a specific setting or situation. It kind of focuses on leaders adapting to situations, which I prefer that theory as well. And then you've got the path goal theory. This theory is about how leaders motivate followers to accomplish identified objectives. The underlying beliefs of the path goal theory is grounded in expectancy theory, are that people will be more focused and motivated if they believe they are capable of high performance, believe that their effort will result in desired outcomes, and believe that their work is worthwhile. Then you've got transformational theory, and that's basically that leaders is in the process by which a person engages with other and is able to create a connection that results in increased motivation and morality in both the followers and the leaders. And of course, that's a very important theory. Transactional is a theory that focuses on the exchanges that take place between leaders and followers, and it's based in the notion that a leader's job is to create structures that make it abundantly clear what is expected of his or her followers, such as rewards and punishments for meeting or not meeting expectations. And then we've got the servant leadership theory, which is leadership reflects a philosophy that leaders should be servants first. It suggests that leaders must place the needs of the followers, customers, and the community ahead of their own interest in order to be effective. And I guess in my job, I would say I have to be that a little bit because I am an elected official, so I definitely have to think about our community and our citizens. So, and I retrieved this from managementhelp.org. It's a blog, so I really don't want you guys to use this as like a peer-reviewed scholarly source, but I reviewed them and they are actually correct. So I guess that can help you just like that other site that's on the classroom. So let's talk about organizational communication. It's a process by which activities of a society are collected and coordinated to reach the goals of both individuals and the collective group. It is a subfield of general communication studies, and it's often a component to effective management in a workplace environment. And we all know that, guys. Communication is key, whether it's in your work, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's with your kids, your husband, whoever. I mean, communication is key. And this was just retrieved from the Business Dictionary on the definition of that. So, in summary, again, guys, don't wait to use smart thinking. It takes time to get your scores back. Please review your assignment instructions before you email me, but please feel free to email me anytime. Please look at course message posts daily. I tend to, instead of sending a bunch of emails to the entire class, I tend to just post on our message board so we can all see it, which is where I'll post the seminar. And all seminars will be posted the first week of the LP. I usually get it done within 1 or 2 days, and of course, you know, it's on YouTube. And discussions will be locked after each LP, so I don't have to keep looking at your responses and grading them. So anyway, guys, keep up the great work, and remember what I said about the similarity index. Add to your paper and try to paraphrase the best you can. Thanks, and I hope you guys have a great week.